Joining us now, I'm delighted he's with us, my friend, Colonel Allen West, Florida Republican, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel, and a member of the U.S. House of Representatives, the freshman class. Hey, Congressman, how are you?
I'm doing great. Greetings to you, Laura, and to the audience.
And what do you think about Michelle Obama's military outreach and the timing of it?
Well, first of all, let me say Happy Easter, but I think it's part and parcel with the fact that you heard the president announce his campaign, getting that kicked off. And, of course, you have to try to go out there and, garner votes from what is a very conservative group of individuals. That's the United States military. And when you think about some of the things that have happened under the Obama administration with the repeal of the Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and I can tell you that the military is really not warmed over about that. But also, I think there's a statistic that a lot of people don't recognize is that 60% of the fatalities that have occurred in Afghanistan have been under his presidency.
Well, yeah, I think I heard that fact the other night, Congressman, and that shocked me. And I think you're right. That hasn't gotten the attention it deserves. And,
because if it was the Bush administration, the media would be screaming, bloody murder. But, of course, once again, we continue to see the get-out-of-jail-free pass for President Obama.
Colonel West, when you look at the White House's response to the S&P's drop in its in this long-term outlook analysis of U.S. credit and how we're handling our economy, the chief White House economist, Austan Goolsbee, went on the attack against the S&P and said that the S&P had made a, quote, political judgment. Well, as if it's not based on the facts that we are carrying a debt-to-GDP ratio that is sickeningly high. And we cannot keep going down this road. Cannot keep doing it.
Well, the thing is, they don't want to hear the truth. And anytime someone comes out with objective assessments and analysis and gives the truth to them, they reject it. They're so used to having the cheering, adoring mainstream media that is nothing more than their own cast of cheerleaders, much the same as in an episode of Glee. And that's what they appreciate more than having real individuals that are sitting back and assessing this economic situation.
Yeah, and basically, Congressman West, if it's not the set of The View, and those aren't the kind of caliber of questions that are being asked, then they just get really angry at whoever's questioning them. I mean that's why we need a Republican nominee who will take it to the mat on all of these issues and do it forthrightly with a good sense of humor, good cheer, but a strength that is unwavering. Because I'm telling you, this president does not really have a handle on things. He's in way over his head, and I think the competence factor is ultimately what's going to bring this thing down for him.
Well, you're right, and what you continue to see is a third world dictator-like arrogance. That's what I saw in that speech last week. And look, Laura, to borrow a phrase from Reverend Jeremiah Wright, the chickens are coming home to roost. We put a person in charge of this country in some very trying times that never even ran a lemonade stand, and they don't have the ability to contend with these issues. They continue to, everything has been given to this president, being the state Senate, being the U.S. Senate, and now the U.S. presidency, and he continues to expect people to kowtow to him and not to challenge him in these very, reprehensible, failing policies that he continues to put forth. This tax and spend, this Keynesian theory has never worked anywhere. And this whole talk about shared prosperity, that really gives me the goosebumps. Because
shared prosperity, I love that. You don't deserve your own prosperity.
Is nothing but a low-level socialist agitator.